You are watching this video because you want to replace your doorknob. I will show you how, whether it's a interior or exterior door. This is an exterior door. It's my garage door. And, let's see there. The light was on. And this is an exterior door. I'm going to show you how to do this. So the first step is to get a new doorknob. I recommend the Schlage locks. I bought this one for pretty cheap, and I don't really like that. I wasn't an expert, but you see the screws strip. So a Schlage lock is better. They're like 40 to 50 bucks, 40 bucks, 50 bucks for this kind of passage brand. I'm gonna show you how to remove the old one. First step, you're going to have to remove these two side screws here, which with a Phillips screwdriver you can easily do that with. So you just simply turn these screws left, and then they will start to loosen, and you just pull them out. They're so small. See, they're so small. They're so small. And then I'm gonna do it here. So there, the side ones are out. Now let's get to the bolts. Okay, the steps for the bolts is usually you would use a Phillips screwdriver, but these are flathead and Phillips in case these strip. So you want to consider putting your foot in front of the door so it does not close on ya as you do this. So let's do this. Just gonna stable my screwdriver and let's get this done. You have to kind of get the two screws, and so they will loosen better. Like you have to get them like side by side. This is so tricky because it's a lever. But they will come out eventually. It's got to turn. You just kind of have to be patient because they're just a little long, so you kind of have to be patient on these bolts. Just kind of twist them with your fingers if you feel like it. And you see they just come out like that. That's how long they all are. And you do the same for the others. Just kind of get the screwdriver and then they will eventually come out. There, so now 2 bolts and 2 screws are out. So you just pull the 2 halves, pull the first shaft, and pull the second shaft, and there you go. But anyway, if you do have a key, I have a key for this. I will look for that later. But if you do have a key, just put in the door and then put in the doorknob, just so you don't lose it if you have another use for it. And this is the latch. So anyway, I'm going to show you the strike plate. This is the strike plate that if it's chiseled in this shape, you will definitely not have to replace. Because, you know, most doorknobs, you know, come with the, you know, the other shaping strike plate. Like, this one right here. You know, definitely not adequate if it's chiseled the other shape. But by the way, when I got the house, it was already chiseled that shape, so it was old, so I bought a new one, and so it matched the other colors as like the hinges and everything, and it matched. So let's get to the new knob now. Alright, so this is the new knob. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna see this paper folding. You take that out, and you take these two halves out, like this, and you take this paper out, and you'll see all these other materials that it comes with. It comes with this paper just ripped. It comes with a latch, which is kind of hard to take out. It may take some time, but I might just get this out in one charm. Just try and get it there. There. So we got the latch, and it has like a peel back strap, so certain doorknobs, a lot of these expensive doorknobs have them. And I'm just gonna take the peel back off, and there it is. And this is it's whole new. So in this case, like this, you won't have to worry about. There's some color flapper. And so this will, you just put the latch in like this, and you put the doorknob halves in, so you take the first half, and then you put it in, in the center. You see this quarters mark in the center of the mark. You see, and you see right there in the back. And you put the other half on, which is gonna be a little tricky. You just kind of put them in, then put the bolts in, then you'll be you'll be easy after that. All right, the two halves are on. Now it comes with a bag of screws. You're just gonna need to put in, and then you're pretty much done on the project. So this is the strike plate it came with. You see, definitely not adequate. So just set that aside, and then you should keep the strike plate, because then eventually if you have another use for the doorknob, then just put that one on. It's valid, it's alright to this doorknob. Alright, these are the screws the doorknob comes with. I'm going to start the first screw by putting it in to the hole set and catch them on the first few threads. You just gotta kind of be patient, but you'll eventually feel the holes. And if you look up here, you'll see this little opening, and then you'll see where the screws are going from the opening. And I'm pretty much gonna start with that one first. Alright, the screws are threaded in. Let's get the screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, and let's tighten these screws. And again, put your foot in front of the door so it will not close on you. Because if you get yourself locked in your house, you won't be getting out. Alright, I got the first bolt tightened. Now I'm going to get to the second one. You might consider using a power tool for the side ones just to get them done a lot faster. But do not use a power tool on the bolts, because then this way the bolts will strip and you will ruin your doorknob. So maybe use a drill with a Phillips bit on it just to get these side ones in a lot faster, and to get the old knob side ones out a lot faster. And that's the screw. That's the two screws. Now let's feel the knob before we put the side ones in. Let's double check the knob. It closes right and it opens. And now let's get to the side ones. So you just get them in on the first few threads and your Phillips screwdriver, and just tighten them up. And I'm just going to get them in as tight as I can get them. Ugh. And the same for this one. Alright, now I got the 2 side screws and the up downs, and the doorknob seems to work okay. It closes, it kind of closes right, which eventually we have a little problem, but anyway, we'll fix that. You know, you'll figure out how to fix that, but eventually it'll close right because there's the deadbolt and they can't get in. So it's not a big problem. If it was like a locking type, then it's a little bit of a problem. But, you know, it's just a garage, so who cares, right? So, as long as that's locked, they can't get in.